we have said all along that we want to run a simple, predictable and fair tax regime. The MAT issue, as you know, the retrospective aspect of it was sub judice, and so it was very important to get appropriate legal interpretation, which we have now got, and now we are obviously in a position to issue the circular and put the MAT issue to rest, which is what we have done.
So on the deflation trend, there is a anxiety in the CEA that we are moving into a deflation trend.
Dr. Subramaniam has very correctly pointed out that if you look globally, there are important deflationary trends at work, which include, of course, the slow growth of populations in many countries, the demographic decline that is happening, the overcapacity that exists in many commodity industries, and then the increase in the global labor force as India, China, other large countries have become part of the global economy. These are powerful deflationary forces that are at work in the global economy. India, of course, remains a very bright spot in the global economy because we in fact have growth, we have some inflation, and we have very robust underlying demand trends. So we are at some level able to escape some of these deflationary forces, but at the same time we have to be very mindful and watchful of that, and obviously that will be taken into account when the RBI considers its monetary policy.
So is there a case for RBI to lower rates sooner than September 29?
Well, obviously RBI takes into account all of that data, and Dr. Rajan, I'm sure, will apply his judgment to these matters.
So how long do you think it will take for the government to amend the Section 115 on the MAT issue? Is there a timeline that you're working with?
Honorable Finance Minister has already said that he will look to see whether it can be done in the winter session.
In the winter session.
So, and are you confident of what the CEA said of GDP being closer to 8% at a time when international rating agencies are pegging down our GDP forecast?
I am with the CEA on that. I think some of the public investment that we are really ramping up now and the strong consumption trends that we are seeing, and hopefully a reasonable monsoon. There's still concern about whether the monsoon is going to be adequate or not, but hopefully with a reasonable monsoon and these other factors, once they really get going post the monsoon, will enable us to be able to achieve the 8% GDP.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.